So, we need to do it.
My throb is chesting? Okay then. Damn, this case has been like freaking meh. Should have probably ended in the midpoint. And 3 to 5 troop panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among the incorrect panels. Use all the correct panels contained in one set. It will switch to a new set. Do that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. Pretty sure some of you already noticed, but they're difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, playing and solving the closing argument, there's a certain trick. If you move the reticle on the gaps on each page, it will display hints. This type of hint will ask you what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto the truth panel, it will display hints as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a fail in that. Well, good luck, everyone. Closing argument to begin. Okay. Everyone at the party is... Okay, I only have these 5 panels. So... she's in the bathroom. Big meat on the bone on that portable stove. Killer used a mark under the floorboard. Chiaki's guarding the old building entrance. Switched on. Is there a move cursor, pick up or down, navigate page. So everyone at the party is same scene from the office room as the dining. I think I might have missed something in the description. And I can't like freaking select to look at it. Everyone at the party is on the portable stove, big meat on the bone, killer used a mark to move under the floorboards. Chiaki is guarding the old building entrance, switched on. Everyone is switched on. Same scene as the office room in the diamond hall. At the office room when the blackout occurred. The moment it got dark, Byakuya... What did Byakuya see? Well, this one goes near the end. I know that much. The killer obtained a light. What? The weapon hidden in the meat on the bone. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? What did the killer obtain at the storage room? Chiaki is guarding the old building entrance. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? No. This? No. Obtain at the storage room? What was found under the table? The knife was... I heard it. Okay. Switched on. This? No. And I died. I feel like I missed something. Okay. Okay. So it's finally come to this. I thought it's trusting. Every case has one last feature to bring the question out to the end. This is the closing argument. As soon as you get a complete summary of the case, the reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 truth panels made. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. Use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it'll switch to a new set. Okay, that makes sense. To that, if you fill all the holes, you will clear the challenge. Pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill in so many, much easier for those of you that played the previous game and might hesitate at first. And cause it more than when playing and solving the closing argument, there's a certain trick. You have to fill in the gaps, hence the hint explains the scene contained in the panel. Okay.
We will never give up!
Okay, it gives me different starting things. Kinda keeps eating even during the blackout. Yoko is drinking juice. Iron's turned on. Alternate musician has made his hearing. The knife is glowing in the dark. Okay, I think I know where all these go. The office room blackout occurred. Dark Byakuya. Who did Byakuya see? The killer obtained the light. The weapon hidden in. Does the knife go here? No. Like, these aren't even really. Killer obtained the light, the weapon hidden. Do after exiting the dark hall. Killer obtained in the storage room. Okay, there it is. Okay, and then Hyoko's hearing. Where does that come up? Case containing potential weapons. Nagito trying to duck under the table. Borrowing the tablecloth. Set at 11:30 p.m. On that portable stove. Oh, that's the end? Okay. What did the killer obtain at the storage room? In the unlit portal stove was in the exiting into the dark. Carrying the tablecloth. Ducking to the table. The weapon hidden in the meat on the bone. The killer obtained the light. I mean, that's the light. Who did Byakuya C? Okay. When it got dark, Byakuya put on his night vision goggles. Set up 130. Okay. Burn the tablecloth at the office when the blackout occurred. This is everyone at the party is. Killer obtained the light. Yeah, that isn't the portable stone, I guess. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What did the killer do? Exit into the dark hall. And thought about the tablecloth being with the killer for some reason. Thought it was still with Nagito. Okay, this is back with Byakuya. Switched on. Okay. Weapon hidden in. The killer obtained a light. Close the fire doors. Switched on. Was this switched on? What other options are there? The office when the blackout occurred. Everyone in the party is. Thought maybe that was like the AC switched on or something. Okay. Chiaki guarding the old building's entrance. The air conditioner turned on. There we go. Oh, one of these is still okay. Okay, because this doesn't mention Chiaki. Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage.
So we learned I'm bad at Hangman's Gambit.
Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness.
So did Terror set everything up? Or, man.
But when that happened,
Nagito still
Byakuya
confuses
took out
me.
a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision
I like that
goggles.
picture.
Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
Man, it'll be fun trying to trust Nagito after this.
While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. I thought that like switch thing
They
was
needed
the
a
like
light
actual
too.
stove.
This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably
This was
turned off the
one
floorboard
complicated
fuse
first
over the
case.
top, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get
Oh, he
beneath the
painted
floor.
it. Okay, that makes sense. So did he want to kill
Under the
Nagito?
table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment,
Ow.
the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer.
Like, that's another thing. How did Byakuya not
The
freaking
killer had been
scream?
waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Who is it?
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Ah.
That's what happened. How about it?
How's this execution gonna go?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
Damn.
Would never.
He's keeping to it. Oh.
It seems this is the end.
Um. Yay, finally over. Phase 9, 47 points. Phase 15, 22 points. Look cool, I get like 1,000,000 mana coins. That'll be nice.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Tasty.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Huh. Okay. I was kind of curious if I got to vote, and it's like, okay. Terry. Yay, I don't have to listen to this pervert the whole game.